Hello, hello, cncHD here, welcome. Late night stream today of me building a mission. So thank you very much for tuning in. This is an unfinished project of me. I will sneak in, created years ago, never released. And today I want to start finishing it. Will be consisting out of many parts. But yeah, let's see how far we get. And hello, Octoman. Alles, okay. Stay strong. See you soon. Goodbye. Alright, so I will sneak in. It's a small map. And I put a lot of emphasis on the mountains. I watched a lot of Legionnaire streams and he showed the mountains and he was very unpleased with mountains. So I went heavy on the mountains to make them look good and natural. So that's why there are strong mountains. So let's go first see how this map looks. Not seen it in years. So here's the map. We start off here, out of the screen with Crusader. Restart promoted. Crusader tank responding. And mission says, select your mode. It's made here for an easy and a hard mode. There's also an Easter egg in here. The Easter egg will be more on the right side. There's an unpassable terrain. You cannot go here to the right, where the mission is. You're outside here of the border. Not sure what I do with this one. The fuel station. Maybe I do something special here with it. To select the hardcore mode or something. Or a janky mode. Here's a little Easter egg. We have these little workers here dancing. Here's the soccer field. And once the Crusader runs over this area, they will scream and panic and the terrorists will try to kill you. So that's a little Easter egg here. Of course the Crusader survives because it's 3-star promoted. I really like this this little Easter egg. I put lots of effort into making it. So here's the Alderac. We can, I think, destroy it from the outer range. No, we cannot. Okay, that's good. Because I do not want it to be destroyed. I want to keep this Alderac alive. My plan is to maybe delete it, but I'm not sure. So we go here and can select easy and hard mode. The map is unrevealed except for this position.
Proceeding to target zone.
And then once we go to easy, it will start this little animation. Pilot goes on a lookout.
Following your lead, General.
And we get a Crusader. So then we continue over the bridge. We have the Gatling to destroy it. Has low HP. Very low HP. It's supposed to be easy in the beginning. Okay, we can just crush the red guards. We then get the nuclear reactor once we have destroyed the Gatling.
Reinforcements have arrived.
And then reinforcements come in. Okay, I think so far so good. Garrison the outpost to gain access on the radar and the scan ability. Yeah, we will do that. We have only the emergency repair. I think nothing will happen for now with the enemy base. And once we go in here, we should get radar. Yes, we get radar. Okay. It will drop us an HQ. If we press H on the keyboard, it will jump to an HQ. The HQ is somewhere outside of the map border, but I have hidden it very well. I don't think we can select it. There, okay, there it is. We can select it when we can build a construction dozer. So that's of course bad that we can select it. That's not what I want. So I need to hide that better. Okay, so far the plan was to go here to the top, get the access on the dozer, and then just build with it. I have no plans for that anymore. I want to be more tactical with this mission, so normally we will now go here to this position, kill this stuff. It's very easy.
I'll fire at anything. Let me launch one. I want to blow something up. Let me launch one.
Headmaster's still alive? Okay.
Here comes trouble.
Let's get to work.
And then we get the dozer and we can build
Reinforcements
stuff.
have arrived.
And we get more reinforcements. From the bottom? From the top, okay.
Humvee here.
I do not want to have this anymore. I want to have this deleted. And there's the base. Or maybe I keep this in and we can build a war factory and we have some sort of cash bounty. Yeah, let's do this way. So we have the reactor, the barracks, the supply center. Actually, let me do a screenshot of this. Paint. So I only want the reactor, the barracks, and a war factory. Maybe Patriots? Yeah, let's keep the Patriots in, but remove the supply center. As I want this mission to be a bit more tactical money-wise. Okay, so let's go into the mission. Here's the Worldbuilder, here's the map, this is how it looks. So the first beginning was good, and we want to have easy and hard mode as it's displayed here. The new patch version 1.05 will contain medium as well, but I think I don't play with this around here at the moment. I will just go with easy and hard, and with the fuel station I need to think of something. Okay, good. So the beginning was excellent. I liked the beginning. We get the reinforcements, we destroy the little base here, we get the nuclear reactor. Oh yeah, that could also be a tactical thing. Tricalo is asking, I have no idea what this mission is, but could it be done with no base building? Yeah, that's the question I'm thinking of right now, because I don't want to have base building, I just want to have units. Just basic units. Yeah, I think I will go with no dozer. No dozer available. So let's skip the dozer. And this part with the oil rig, I think I also skip. Yeah, let's delete this. Let's keep it in for cosmetic purposes. But I don't want dozer here. So let's remove the script of the dozer. Reinforcements. Timer wave. Dozer. I think that was the dozer. I will figure it out. There's the dozer. Give me my dozer. Okay, it's clearly named here. Let's delete this. Interesting to see the waypoints like this. I've never actually tried Worldbuilder. It's an amazing tool. Vian. It can be tough in the beginning, but it's cool to play around with it once you have figured out how to actually work with the Worldbuilder. So that's how we start. We have 3,000 extra cash, and let's also remember we have easy and hard mode. I need to build this in right at the start. So let's check. Where do I have the... There's the object types. Select mode. There we go. So easy mode, counter difficulty to 1. And hard mode, counter difficulty to 2. The question is, will both intros play with this? Let's check this. There's also something interesting to find out. It's like 5 years ago when I started this map. So easy mode of course works. The question is, does hard mode work? Should work the same as easy mode, as I have not done any special scripts for it.
Proceeding to target zone.
So let's go to hard mode. And it will run the intro as well. Great. Should be the same scripts.
Following your lead, General.
Get a Crusader, and everything is done here. Alright. So that works. That's great. So now we have figured out that this works. We know that counter 1 is easy, counter 2 is hard. Select mode. These are the two modes, easy and hard. And there's a Easter egg with the football field. I could also make a folder here with the Easter egg. New folder, Easter egg. Players like Easter eggs, so let's put the Easter egg in here. Football attack. Crusader enters football field. To keep this room a bit tidy. Intro cam, alright. Okay, that is all the same, and yeah, let's also work with the counter 1 and 2 for now. So here we have the base. Base easy removal. I've worked with a removal here. War Factory 1 is removed from the world. Okay, so I played around here with removing a few objects on the map. I see. And here I dealt a little amount of damage to the oil derricks. I will rework this completely by scratch. And we will remove the oil derrick entirely. So what we will start with is the few units, and we need to have cash bounty. So let's build on the cash bounty. We are player America. Check for loose, announce to win, set up. Yeah, I want to also have the buildings removed. So here's everything we have removed. We have not the A10 Thunderbolt. The radar is removed from the world. We have no paladins, no sentry drone guns. And what I want to have is, so here's the screenshot. The reactor should go. I want the reactor to be gone. Maybe in easy mode you can rebuild it, but in hard mode I want it to be gone. No, in both modes it's removed. Both modes removal. So reactor removed. Command button is removed. Let's copy this. Remove a command button from object type. You don't need to show me any notifications there. So, command, construct America particle can uplink. Command, construct America power reactor. Construct America power plant. I want this to be removed, and I think there's an extra space in here if I remember this correctly. So if I had backspace in here, it will remove an extra space here. There's an extra hidden space. If we don't remove this, the script will not work. So let's hit OK, and we should now have no reactor. I want to keep it in the barracks. I want the supply center to be removed. But then we cannot build a war factory. We need to hide a supply center in outside of the map. So let's remove the supply center as well. So let's copy this and search for command, construct America, and search for the building America supply. There it is. Remove the extra space here on the top, which we cannot see. It's now removed. And let's also remove the no, I think that's all. That's all. That should be all. Now let's hide a supply center. And let's hide the dozer better. The command center, I mean. Spawn radar. Let's hide them here more on the back, so that sneaky players cannot select it. Let's maybe also place them here. on the top. Far outside of the map. Problem is, if we call in a bomber, the bomber will take in like ages to get in. Alright, and let's hide a supply center. So America, supply center, by Player America. Let's do this here. We will get a Chinook here. And I'm unsure how to remove it. So maybe if I place a borderline here. Because I don't want to have this Chinook spawning. Area. Hey Snakeville, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. Also, hello Swardy. So let's call this area remove Chinook. And once we have started the game, maybe with the setup, Play America, here you don't need to show me notifications. Setup, give me stuff. Team defense has been destroyed. Announce defeat, announce check for loose. Behavior. Maybe I can build this in sneakily. Player radar briefing. No, I need to build this in right away. Maybe with the intro. Player civilian. Intro. Because I've worked with timers here. So if counter 1 is greater than, change camera zoom. Move pilot. Move pilot here. Let's also do remove the Chinook. Yes, Dracula. I'm also in the cncLP esports Discord server. Yes. This will not work. So let's cancel this. Delete this. I need to do it right away. So let's go to Player America and say remove the Chinook. Remove the X-ray units. America, remove all start units. I'm not sure if I can, Dracula. It's restricted to the esports members, and only by opening a ticket on a cncLP esports server you can join the Discord. If I remember this right. So the direct invite I think is disabled. So if true, run a timer. Scripting timer. Seconds content timer to timer remove all units. This one is to expire in 1 second. Mr. Let's Play Player. Yes, Snakeville. I'm in contact with Mr. Let's Play Player. I can tell him to say hi here right now if you want. So, 1 second. So let's first test if we get a Chinook. So technically we should get a Chinook now, which we can select and fly around with. So let's test this.
Low power.
Low power. So if I hit double Q,
Armor detail reporting.
I should get a Chinook flying into the map any moment.
On your command.
In theory. And I want this Chinook to be removed.
How about a show of force? Anywhere you say, sir.
Because I have an HQ, we can hit H and it will drop us to an HQ. And there is a Chinook.
Heavy armor ready for action. Moving
It
in.
looks like I'm not getting the Chinook here. So maybe we are good. Maybe we don't need to remove it. Or it just takes ages to fly in. But yeah, there's no Chinook flying in, so that's great.
Crusader tank responding.
But technically, by hitting double Q, it should fly on a Chinook. Yeah, the King Raptor trading map was awesome, Snakeville.
On your
That one
command.
was
Anywhere you say, sir.
very difficult. Okay, good. We don't get the Chinook, that's great. So we can just skip the script. It's a miracle that we don't get a Chinook, but hey, I don't ask. I don't ask why we don't get a Chinook. Great. So we can just skip the script. Remove all start units. Okay. And in theory, we should now be unable to build the certain buildings there. So if we have a dozer... I have removed the dozer, I'm an idiot. Because I want to... I'm a bit tired today, sorry guys. I don't want to have the dozer. We will work with scripts to spawn in reinforcements, so no dozer in here. Hey, Lost Shatka, welcome, welcome. So, good, we cannot build anything. We have a power reactor which is completely useless. But we keep it in for the power to gain access on the radar, the vision. Maybe it's not entirely useless. What we can delete are the supply cache crates. Let's remove that. And we will put in reinforcements pads here. Once we click them, we can spawn in reinforcements. That is the plan. So let's remove the trees. And place in little reinforcement pads. So we will hide them. We will highlight them with little small sandbags for now. Sandbag. Here are the sandbags. Yes, I'm also German, Trockler. Oh hey, nickname. Welcome, nickname. I also have a mission about nickname, by the way, which I never finished. I heard useless firearm is here. No, he's not here yet. Not yet. So, let's build in a drop zone. Here we can spawn in reinforcements. If you hit CTRL and C, you can just copy them. Makes it way easier for you to get more sandbags. Okay, here's a first reinforcement pad. Let's bring them a little bit under the ground, like that. Okay. And here I want the units to spawn. Okay, maybe with a helipad or something. Thick line. Yeah, with thick line. Like that. I mean, the sandbags can be destroyed by the Crusader at any time. But I will think of that later. Let's put in a Crusader here for the test. I think I have a few here on the outside. No, I have not. But I have a Crusader here. There, I have a Crusader. Crusader. Yes, there's a mission about you, nickname. Believe it or not, it's about a newspaper delivery for the 0 hour times. Which I have not finished yet, but I will finish it soon. Thank you, Snakeville. Thank you very much. Yes, I can make them indestructible, but they will still be crushed, I think. But let's think of that later. Of course I can make them indestructible. I don't think that will hinder the tanks of just crushing them. So, here's a civilian Crusader. Oh my god, I have so many teams, holy shit. Where's the civilian? Player, civilian, there it is. This is a civilian Crusader, it's indestructible, but it's selectable. If you press it, Crusader spawn. Hey, Finn! Welcome, welcome. Welcome, Finn. To a Worldbuilder mission. Okay, so the plan is if we are here, we can spawn in Crusaders with the low cost of $800, like they usually cost. And our goal is with Cash Bounty to collect cash by killing incoming units. That is the goal. So if we say with a script, player America, call it spawn. And here in the spawn we have the Crusader. Spawn Crusader. And if true, you can select here a script which says if you select a unit. This is under the unit tab. Sighted, garrison exists, destroyed, container, attacked area. Or maybe status. Unit has an object status. Team. Somewhere in here. Selected. There it is. Selected. Unit currently selected. Mission only. So if the Crusader spawn is selected, then and the player has 800 minimum on cash, and player money 800 is more, less or more? It's less than the number of credits possessed by the player. It's late it's late today. Not good in thinking. 800 is less. Is more. Is equal or more. Greater than or equal to. Yeah, let's work with this one. The number of credits possessed by player. How will you name this mission? This one is named I Will Sneak In. Is the name. Okay, by player this player or player America. Okay, now we have checked that the Crusader is selected and that we have more than 800 credits on our bank account. Then a Crusader will spawn. Unit will spawn. Spawn named unit on a team at a position with an orientation on a waypoint. Spawn unit. Okay, spawn unit Crusader spawn of type America vehicle America tank Crusader. Where it is? Where is it? There it is. On team. Team support. Team player America. Okay, let me quickly work on that. We need to create a team for player America. Reinforcements I can just ignore. Let's call that one Crusader Reinforcement for player America. Alright, this one is it. This one consists out of one Crusader of America. Crusader. I'm blind again. There it is. Great. Okay, yeah, thank you, Dracula, for the help. Okay, one Crusader, and I want this to be on the behavior. So it spawns here on the bottom. And there, reinforcements path, and then follow the reinforcement path to here. So it go here to this position. So let's spawn it here on reinforcements. Play America, reinforcements. America spawn Crusader. So spawn this on the team Crusader reinforcements at the waypoint reinforcements. Alright. That is done. It will spawn now when we click on it and we have more than $800 or equal to it. And now I want this Crusader to move. For this we need to create a behavior. Player move reinforcements. If true, have this team follow waypoint path reinforcement path as team is false. This is a subroutine. So if we go to the team tab and we go to Play America, to Crusader reinforcement, to common object property, behavior, on create, follow the reinforcement path. Move reinforcements. And this technically should now move the Crusader once it's spawned in. So let's test this. And to see if the Crusader actually spawns in, we will put the waypoint here so we can actually see it in the map. Let's increase the game speed so we don't have to wait for so long.
Low power.
Ah, yeah, good idea, Chocola, with the faults that an audio is playing.
Crusader tank responding.
Great idea, we'll build this in.
Moving in.
That's a great idea.
Following your lead, General.
Heavy armor ready
So
for action.
technically,
Let's squeeze.
We must protect the nuclear reactor!
Moving in. Moving in. Taking new ground.
let's kill these guys. Blop, blop, blop.
Clearing terrain. Taking new ground. Moving in.
Get the reinforcements. And now if you click here, it should have spawned a Crusader and it did not.
Armor detail reporting.
Did not spawn in a Crusader.
Heavy armor ready for action. Armor detail
Huh.
reporting.
For some reason it did not. So let's recheck. We have the Crusader spawn and we click on it. Let's display a text to see if it works. So active is currently selected and 800 is greater than or equal to the number of credits possessed by the player. Action, show text, briefing, I work. And if false, show briefing, I don't work. So in theory this should show a text now.
Low power.
Is the player really Player America? I am Player America, it should work like that.
On your command.
Can also say Player 0.
Crusader tank responding. Heavy armor ready for action.
Yeah, let's check on the player later if this will not work. Good
Following your
idea.
lead, General.
How about a show force?
Yeah, 3CG helped me with the waterfall.
We must protect the nuclear reactor!
He created the waterfall here with the animation and such. Hence I named him in the credits.
Anywhere you say, sir. Anywhere you say, sir.
Our base is being attacked.
Clearing terrain. Anywhere you say,
Okay.
sir.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Yeah, it must have to do something with the player. You're right, Dracula. Dracula. So let's see. Play America. America spawn. Is currently selected. I mean, it is not important who selects it. It should show the text. Huh. Let's remove this one. And let's test this again.
Low power.
Hey, Johann Essler.
Armor detail reporting.
Welcome to the stream.
Following your lead, General.
Heavy armor ready
Maybe it
for
has something to do with the money counter.
action. Taking new ground.
We must protect the nuclear reactor.
Taking new ground. Proceeding to target zone. Proceeding to target zone.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Anywhere you say.
Let's check.
Armor detail.
Okay, no, the selection does not work. Absolutely does
On
not
your
work.
command.
Tricky. Maybe if I place it here on neutral? Unit Crusader spawn. Crusader spawn. It's the correct name. Let's just name it Crusader then. If unit Crusader. Or maybe I need to place it under civilian. Let's place it on civilian. Crusader. There it is. Maybe then it will work.
Low power.
Heavy armor ready for action.
So maybe it was just the wrong folder. And I just need to place it in the script, in the player civilian tab.
Following your lead, General.
How about a show of force?
Let's check this again.
We must protect the nuclear reactor.
Proceeding to target zone. Moving in. Proceeding to target zone.
And in
Proceeding to target zone.
theory,
Reinforcements have arrived.
Proceeding to target
should
zone.
work now. Absolutely does not work. Huh. But why? So here we are, America spawn, spawn Crusader. Let's say it's active. Is currently selected. It's active, it's not deactivated. Then spawn unit Crusader at show military briefing. If not, show this briefing. And we do a test and we copy this one and say a copy if timer if I have a unit in an area. Area test area. If I have a test unit in the test area, then this will also display. And let's reposition the waypoint here. There. So I can see it directly. So here under civilian we have the reinforcements. There. America spawn, there's a test. And we say if player enters an area, as units in an area, if we as the player, the local player, when we are in the test area, then the Crusader will spawn and we show the briefing. This is a test. Let's save.
Low power.
Show if this works.
Armor detail reporting.
Following your lead, General.
On your command. Clearing terrain.
Okay, destroy this building.
Protect the nuclear reactor.
Moving
defending our base.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Okay, so let's first check this one. Aha!
Armor detail reporting.
Aha!
On your command. Moving in.
And if we have a unit in here now, it should also spawn a Crusader.
Taking new ground. Anywhere you say.
It does not.
Proceeding to target zone. Moving in. Moving in.
But why?
I want to blow something up.
How about a show of force?
And there is a briefing, but it's not displaying. Because the script is active, but not deactivating.
Yeah?
So it works somehow. That is good. We're stepping forward. Slowly, but surely. So, some of these two scripts worked. I think the first one. So let's deactivate this one. And it's active. It's deactivating upon success. It creates the Crusader. It spawns the briefing. And it will decrease my money by 800. Player money. Money. Scripting. It's not under scripting. It's definitely under money. AI. Build. Set. Take money. Give or takes from players' money. A local player gets minus 800. And in theory, this should work.
Low power.
You just had ads. What was the cause? YouTube maybe? Or Twitch?
On your command.
Don't know. Maybe they do some stupid things sometimes.
Following your lead, General.
Oh, you want to know the mistake? I have no idea what the mistake was. It just randomly worked.
Anywhere you say.
We must protect the nuclear reactor.
Moving in. Clearing terrain. Taking new ground.
Snake Fill is just harder
Where you say.
with what the units you get.
Proceeding to
You
target
get
zone.
limited amount of units. So let's click the Crusader. Okay, now it doesn't work anymore.
Crusader tank responding. On your command. Heavy armor ready for action.
So it has to do something with the active and inactive. If I deactivate the inactive, player civilian. So I just checked this one. So let's uncheck this. And now it should work again.
Low power.
Armor detail reporting.
So in easy mode you have a lot of units. In hard mode you have a limited amount of units. It's what you can spawn.
Following your lead, General.
How about a show of force?
Okay, now it should work.
This will wake them up.
We must protect the nuclear reactor.
Proceeding to target zone. Taking new ground.
Kill these guys.
Target zone. Moving in. Proceeding to target zone.
Reinforcements have arrived.
And it shows a briefing. It spawned a Crusader. Okay.
Heavy armor ready for action.
Huh.
How about a show of force?
I don't understand. I really do not understand. So if I uncheck this, it will work. If I check this, it will not work anymore. Because the script doesn't stop repeating. Now I have 0. Do I have 0 cash now? Oh, I have 0 cash. But it will not spawn a new Crusader. Huh. Let's put in the money thing. And player money 800 greater than or equal to by a local player. Let's do this again.
Low power.
Thank you, Snake Phil.
Armor
Good
detail
night.
reporting.
I also have to sleep soon.
On your command.
Let's see how this works now.
Following your lead, General.
Crusader tank responding. Moving in.
We must protect the nuclear reactor!
Taking new ground.
Blop, blop, blop.
You say, sir.
We have 7,000 cash.
Anywhere you say, sir. Moving in.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Taking new ground. Anywhere
And
you say,
let's
sir.
click on the Crusader, see what happens with the cash. Nothing happens with the
Crusader tank
cash.
responding.
But there's this text box.
Heavy armor ready for action. Blow 'em wide open.
I will do this offline, I think. It's getting late. So thank you very much for watching. I will do this part offline. But this is basically the idea. So we have a Crusader. We have a Missile Defender, a Ranger, maybe a Medic.
Let me launch one.
And you can spawn them in by clicking on them, and this will reduce your cash. No, it's getting late, Struggler. I will fix this later offline. So yeah, this is the idea. I will show the progress later, but for now I need to go to sleep. It was a hard, tough day today. So thank you very much for joining in. I hope you could get some help through this tutorial. And we will see us in the next stream, next video. So have a good night. Thank you, Chocola. Thank you very much for the offer, for the help. Stay fit, stay tuned, and we'll see us in the next video. So have a good night till the next one. Goodbye. Your cncHD. Thank you very much.